Lost your gamble, bet your face turned red. I think you lost more than you know. Waste your whole damn life to climb that ladder. Got pissed when it was a rope. Still you climb. Climb it anyway. Think you lost more than you know. Drown your whole damn life in poison water, but I will teach you how. Yeah, we climb. Climb it anyway. Your whole damn life to climb that ladder. Got pissed when it was a roll. Yeah, we climb. Climb it anyway. Thank you so much. My name is Nicholas Raymond. I'm from right here in Appleton, Wisconsin. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. Thank you so much to Natural Satellite for being part of our set and for being part of the EP that we are releasing this evening. And thank you to Jim and Sam for the touring that you're doing and the message that you're spreading and the love that you share together. That's really beautiful. So thank you for sharing that. There's a lot of love in this room tonight, so I really appreciate that. Let's keep that going after we leave here tonight. So this is my friend Kaidyn, this is Mel, this is Brandon, and again, I'm Nicholas. Thank you for being here tonight. We're going to play some more songs for you, and hell yeah. Sweet. Everyone's so quiet, it's great. It's weird. Yeah, yeah. I'm just really awkward, so. I'm so ready, are you? Yeah, you got it. has told me I know love. Now I'm strutting on with more than I've got. A hitchhiker told me I don't talk a lot. It made me feel fine. It made me quiet. And if you said I was right, instead of painting me white, oh, how I'll keep you. Just outlived you. Go say it right. Oh, go say it right. Come on, 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 say it right. Say it right. Thank you so much. Awesome. So Brandon and I went to a studio in Sturgeon Bay that my buddy Marcus has, and we started this concept of like doing like a really stripped back like folk album. I was like, we'll just do like mandolin and banjo, it'll be like super chill. And we sat on that for what, 6 months? And then I was like, oh, you know, we should put some drums on it. We should put some electric guitar. And before we knew it, we had like a 10-piece fucking band again. And I was like, oh, all right, I guess this is where this is going. So it's been really neat, I guess as a singer-songwriter, to take a group of songs that we went in the studio blindly. I mean, I gave you like random notes, and we kind of just picked up these weird folk instruments that Brandon and I had never played before. You detuned a cello for this next song we're about to play, and just it got really weird. So it's very interesting. Thank you for being here this evening, because this kind of thing isn't going to happen always for us that are here today. So seeing these songs this way is really important to me. So I just want to thank the band personally for being to watch these songs grow in a way that I didn't expect them to. So thank you for being part of my band. You know. What is it? Is the wrong key? You're right. I love you so much. You're the best. Hang on. Mulligan on that one. This is why you have a band, and you know, they keep you accountable. I also have a wife. We can talk about that later, but I am very accountable to that as well. She is amazing. I mean it. She's the shit. There we go. Now we can have fun. fables it seems, smoke in the mirror, the shadows and screens. We all dream
begged for that chance. I love the sound of your voicemail, but don't pressure the dance. The key to the kingdom, tell me what is he running from? How does he fool them to believe he's not the thief? All of our heroes are fables, it seems. The smoke in the mirrors, the shadows and screams. Cause you know you are the saddest man. All of our heroes are fables, it seems. Thanks, guys. I'd like to invite my friend Van. Everybody give Van a warm hand. Yeah. Van's from Chicago. Has anybody here ever heard of So Far Sounds? Maybe a few people. There's a company that is based out of London. They basically started these like intimate shows. There's 400 all over the world that happen simultaneously. A lot of people can get involved, but basically these two guys started shows because they were sick of going to bars, and you know they don't have it as awesome as Appleton. Like this shit doesn't happen everywhere. This shit doesn't really happen anywhere. So thank you for being a part of a community. I know that you might not know how awesome this is, but it's very fantastic. So these guys started this company where it could be like intimate shows. So it's like 4 songs. Each singer or whoever's performing gets 4 songs, and the audience is very attendant, and it's based upon being part of the performance. And I met Van in Chicago at one of those performances, and I saw him on the street, and I was like, man, that guy looks like somebody I'd be like totally friends with. And now we're like totally friends. It's so awesome. I'm grateful for friends. You get older and it gets harder to stay. Time moves very fastly. So thank you, Van, for being part of this. I appreciate you. This song is a song that I wrote 10 years ago, actually, which time is so scary. This song was written when I lived in Colorado. It's called Inside the Mountain. I don't know if you guys know this, but Colorado has a decent amount of mountains. Why do you look at me like I kill some kind of feeling? You know when you run back to your convenience, love loses its meaning. But I said I love no one. I love no one like I love you. I know, all of these times they're gonna change. Well, I wish everyone they could stay the same. Yes, I love you all. I love you all the way you are. Why do you look at me like I kill some kind of feeling? You know when you run back to your convenience, love loses its meaning. But I said, Appleton, I love no one. I love no one like I love you. Thank you so much. Let's have another round of applause. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much for running sound, and Dave, and everybody. I'm really excited that Mila Music wanted to team up and let me do this release here and be together. You know, I think I've built a really good family within the community because of Mila Music, and I appreciate Mila Music kind of being an advocate, I guess, for me and in my life and in my recovery and my transition and just who I am. This community has been super, super supportive of me and every single musician, and because you guys believe in musicians and creators and what we're doing, and you give us a space to do that, it lets us flourish. And I don't think you understand completely how valuable that is, because there's so many artists that don't get a chance to find their voice, and you guys are so fucking open-minded and so real, and that's how we make, you know, change in the world. So I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. So when I first started dating who would become my wife, I knew she'd be my wife. I don't think she really felt it as hard as I did before I felt it. But we took a trip to Colorado, and we had this really awesome time. That's kind of like my, if you can't handle Colorado, you can't handle me type thing. So we took this little trip, and we kind of partook in the legal activities a little bit too much. And we went to the Great Sand Dunes, and we went on a very windy day. I mean, it's such a windy day. Does anybody know what the Great Sand Dunes are? Maybe a little bit? Okay, they're beautiful. It's like, it looks like Mars. It's just full of sand. You can sled down these things. They're fucking awesome. Anyways, what happens is there's big mountains, and when the winter comes, it snows on top of them. Actually, they're so high, they always get snow on top of them. So what happens is water runoff happens when the snow melts, and this giant river comes in the wintertime and goes in front of this great national park. And we were there in like October, so these puddles had gone through, and I didn't want my wife to walk through these puddles, so I put her on my back, and then when I stepped into them, they were up to my knees. So I trashed my shoes, and as you can imagine, when you walk in wet pants and shoes, what happens when you walk in sand for like 2 hours? It was just an awkward date, but we had a blast. The sand was blowing so fast, there was like people with shorts on that were literally bleeding. That it was a hardcore day. You know, like when you're like, this date's gonna be awesome. This is gonna fucking rule. She's gonna be so impressed with me. I'm gonna deliver. And it was just like, oh, yeah. She still married me. Hey, you know what? Yeah, so it's great. So this song is called Summer Shoes, and this is for you, Sierra. Thank you for making my life so much better and being there for me. Cool. I hope everybody in this room gets to experience some form of very true love and vulnerable feelings for someone else, at least once in your life. It's important. Don't know where I'm going, but I think I just arrived. These images you've been showing, a favorite of mine. Clouds like balloons, wind inside the dunes, and time is moving far too soon. But for you, I'd ruin my summer shoes if it means you all. Darling, I could keep you safe. These things are really swore that I would never say. You are the truth. I've longed to know this canvas paints a better home to where we wake in the same room. For you, I'd ruin my summer shoes. Don't know where I'm going, but I think I just arrived. Thank you so much. Cool. I love you too, baby. I hope that was my wife. If it's not, I hope you're ready to get murdered.
That's a true statement.
Yeah, very much.
Nice.
I played a show a few weeks ago, and there was a very intoxicated female that said, "What do I have to do to get you home?" And I was like, "Probably have a murder getaway car, and maybe being okay with kidnapping, I guess." But that's not gonna happen. People are weird. Like, there's just some sort of social context that I think like common sense laws would just like, wait, what? I think it's just so weird. So weird. I mean, I hope it works for somebody. Somebody's just like, I can't wait till I go to the bar and some chick asks me how to take me home. She's out there, dude. I'm gonna tune my guitar awkwardly for a little bit. That's what this is.
Cool.
Concentrated and anxious. It's good. It's kind of like peeing with the door open, This next song's about it's about growing up. I guess it's about growing up queer in a very small community in the 90s and early 2000s. It's interesting. I speak at schools, and it's a very awesome opportunity. Some of my team from Rise Together is here tonight, so thank you for coming out. It's awesome. We talk about mental health, and I've been in recovery from opiates for 9 years now, and it's been really awesome. And music has saved my life, and thank you so much. But thank you. I love you too. I think that growing up, was really hard for me. The administration and the people that were around me were not very supportive, and I had, things were weird. So this song's kind of just about growing up in a small town and having everybody in your shit, and you just wanna get free. And the older we get, that kind of stuff, you just realize you're like, man, I'm so far past that stuff, and but sometimes there's certain wounds that you're just like, oof. That don't get past it. But this song's just about, loving those moments that are really, really kind of fucked up, because otherwise you're not going to move forward from them. And just understanding that ignorance is not hatred, it's just that people need to learn. So let's teach people, right? Let's teach them. Someday in another life, it'll be it'll be alright. Lights and sound and colors collide, and where you're from will have you laughing. But if you choose to lie and steal things you love that won't seem real, and years from now the same mistake will never be a lesson. Someday when the fire ain't kind, it'll burn up half the mound inside. Lights and sound and colors collide, and we are young. So we play with years from now to this, and then it won't matter where, 'cause it already had been. Someday when the fire ain't kind, it'll burn up half the mound inside. Lights and sound and colors collide, and the things we do are love. Yeah, the things we do are love. Yeah, the things we do are love. They have the best reactions. Thank you so much. How many people in this room have proposed to someone? All right, cool. This song is about proposing. I wrote this song when I decided I was gonna propose, and I drove my girlfriend at the time, Sierra, we're talking about. Anyways, drove down to New Orleans, and I got her up at 5 a.m., but before I did that, I played this song, and I was like, maybe she'll fucking figure out I'm about to ask her. So when we first started dating, it was my joke to be like, will you marry me? You know, like all cutesy and stuff. For like a month, I didn't ask her. And like some friends and family knew, but I was a wreck. I was so nervous. I was just like bubble guts for like 2 weeks, just sick, you know? She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, fine. So good. And then we're driving down, and she's like, you haven't asked me to marry you in a while. And I'm just like, it's about that, yeah. I don't know why. I don't. You want to listen to something else? Cool. But yeah, I took her to the Tree of Life, and it was awesome. It's right next to a zoo, and a peacock ran around screaming, you know, most of the morning. If you know what a peacock sounds like, it's really obnoxious. So that was beautiful. You know, there's moments that you try to plan for, and you try to say all the right shit, and it worked out for me. We got married, and but yeah. This song is called To the Moon and Back. It's the title track of the record, and I've come from such a interesting background, and I've lived so many different versions of lives, and I'm really grateful to do it. But I think my favorite version of my life is my life right now, because I found somebody that just like mirrors the healthiness and the things that I really wanted to strive for. So again, thank you, Sierra, for just being awesome. I'm so sorry. I really love my wife. She's the shit. So cool. We also played this song at my wedding when we got married, so you know, it's super cheesy. I know, it's so cheesy, it's so gross. I love it. You ready, Brandon?
Yes.
If anybody wants to know why Brandon and I look so good, some of you already know, but we are wearing what we wore to Brandon's wedding. I was Brandon's best man, so Brandon got married this summer as well, so. Say what they say, couldn't keep me away, 'cause I know, you know, when the sun threads the moon the first 10 days of June, our souls will be sown, our souls will be sown. We are meals together. No matter the weather, I will hold you when you ugly cry. May we never, ever, not the only sever in our day will be the day we die. To the moon and back if you need, and I will always be, you will always tease. they say couldn't keep me awake, 'cause I know, and you know, when the sun threads the moon the first 10 days of June, our souls will be sown, our souls will be sown. Thank you, guys. All right, farewell. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for being here. Are you guys okay? Any questions, concerns? Anything you need? Anything you need? Can I do anything for you? Thanks. Appreciate it. I'll help you clean your house. I'll take care of your dogs. I'll clean your cat box, detail your car, you know? Yeah, I'm a helpful guy. I did help you move your washer and dryer from your basement. That was epic. It was a really good lesson of my strength, because I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. We're lifting this washer. It was great. In the music industry, you meet a lot of really fucking fake people. You meet a lot of people. I mean, we do in all life, right? Everything that we do, we meet people that are in it for their egos and are in it for the wrong reasons. And sometimes we look at those people and go, holy shit, how do they sleep at night? And they continue to, they continue to be assholes. And sometimes you can't change that. But the best thing that I've learned, as I just turned 33 yesterday, thank you. The biggest thing about 30s that I've learned is that I'm not giving a shit as much, but I'm building boundaries. That's a new thing. Boundaries are really important, I think, that if people are in our lives and they're not, like, giving us what we, if we're just not healthy for each other, it's totally okay to be like, see you later, dude. Bye. Take the high road, which is really hard. So yeah, this song's about that. Let me tune for like 5 minutes first, though. Appreciate it. Cool. Your hands into my pockets, then you cry, cry, cry. All men suffer, I fear you have met your time. I know the song of a woman who just cries, cries, cries. The sand, I sucked the poison out of your lungs. I tried to make you feel less sad, and I tried. Your time. I know the song of a woman who just cries, 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 and I try.
Thank you so much. Sweet.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. This is like a fucking blast. Thank you so much to Ian and Dave and everybody who's here. I'm just gonna say thanks like over and over again. I'm exceedingly grateful. These are moments that, you know, we worked really hard together working on these songs, and we put a lot of work into it. It's just rewarding. I told everybody, like 10 people were gonna be here, so I was really excited. I was like, we just appreciate it. We only have to impress my family, so yeah, that's it. That's the most pressure for me, when I know family's coming. My family's been very, very supportive, although I did have to beg for 2 years, you know, for a drum set, which I forgive you for. Because who wants to buy their child a drum set? I was very persistent. I would cry, like, you don't understand. I just want a drum set. And then who wants to listen to their kids practice the drums? And then I practiced while singing, you know, so it was weird. I'm sure, like, it was weird. Thanks, guys. I'm playing guitar now. I still play drums, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I got a guitar because I got mono, you know? I couldn't play. Does anybody else get mono? That was like a big thing in middle school for us. Raising hands, yeah, we had it. Yeah. They're like, it's kissing disease, I don't know, we've been kissing. Did someone just say I've never been kissed? I thought I heard that, I thought I overheard that. Love that movie. Oh, tuning.
More tuning.
I hate tuning so much. I wish I could avoid tuning at all costs. That's why I like being a drummer. I mean, I still tune my drums, but God, it doesn't take nearly as long. So I had the pleasure of watching, is anybody familiar with Iron and Wine? Does anybody listen to Iron and Wine? Amazing, Sam Beam. We just watched Iron and Wine in Calexico a few weeks at the Sylvia. If you haven't been to the Sylvia in Madison yet, it's really worth the trip. It's a beautiful venue. Super, super awesome. But Sam Beam has like, seriously, like 60 acoustic guitars. And they're all in the most messed up tuning. I don't think I've ever seen a guitar tech work so hard before a show. Like, he was just sweating, like, just amazing. Cool. Speaking of good guitar players, this song is by a very good one. You guys ready? 1, 2, 4. It's not the storm before the calm.
This is the deep and dying breath. It's love that we've been working down.
Can't seem to hold you like I want to, so I can feel it in my arms. Nobody's gonna come and save you.
We go too many false alarms. We're going down. You can see it. I dare you say it's nothing to me. Baby, you're the only light in the sun. I'm making most of all the sadness.
You'll be a bitch because you can. You try to hit me just to hurt me, so you leave me feeling dirty cause you can't understand. We're going down. You can see it too. We're going down. Do you know that we do, my dear? We're slow dancing and I'm burning.
dancing in a burning room.
Thank you so much. I'm really late on the John Mayer train. I spent a lot of time hating John Mayer. I really did. I really did. So much time, you have no idea. If you told like the 22-year-old version of myself that I was gonna go have an album release and play a John Mayer song, I'd have been like, shut up. Get out of here. I'm just gonna punch you in the face. With awesome, just later. He's good. He's got a really funny Instagram. If you guys have Instagram, please follow John Mayer because he is ridiculous. He's so good. He's got a broken espresso machine that he tries to use like every day. It's weird. He has this whole room where he gets sent like merchandise, because he's John Mayer and everyone's like, we want to send you free merchandise because you're John Mayer. And he just like tests out this weird merchandise constantly. It's good. It's entertaining. Tune in. Sweet. This next song is a very dear song to us. My uncle wrote this song. Everybody worked really hard to impress my uncle. He's not here today. I don't know where he is. He's kind of that uncle that just goes around and does whatever he wants. All right, ready? Wait. Oh yeah, capo up. That would have been so scary for you.
I'm holding a bar chord the whole time.
Yeah, just like, I'm sorry, dude. I can only hold this one note. All right, you guys ready? Awesome. I'm gonna chew some ice. Ice. I'm an ice chewer. You know, there's certain personalities, and I'm one of those. I know some people who don't like ice chewers, and I'm one of them. I like ice chewers, but I'm saying, okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense? If you don't like ice chewers, you might not like me, is what I was trying to say. But we'll come a common ground. I won't chew ice on a microphone anymore. This is the last song of the evening. I'm so sorry. I'm like so awkward. I don't like encores really. We don't really have that either, so. Why you gotta tell me how to live my life?
One more.
I'm down with that. So I've been preachy all night. You guys have been really awesome with it. This song's about people who are hurting other people. When we are in a really bad state of mind and just not feeling good, I get really shitty when I'm hangry. If I get off on the wrong exit, if I, get lost, I get really angry. Flat tire yesterday, that was fun. That was good. We had a flat tire on the way to Chicago, and this awesome guy came, Dudley. I was dressed in a suit yesterday. Can you imagine trying to kick off a tire? It was awful. But I was like, please, universe, send me a man. Just the kind of man who... And then Dudley, there he was, in his fucking work attire. He's an electrician, so he's got like the thick, what's that? Workman's. What's that? Oh, fuck yeah, Carhartts. Thank you so much. He was Carhartt. He was in a Carhartt tuxedo. And he had big fucking boots on, and he was like, can I help you? And I was like, yes, you're gonna do this. And I was nice about it. I gave him some free merch, and he made a post about it. Apparently him and his wife are part of this thing called, has anybody ever heard of Chive? It's like a thing, it's like neighborhood things where people do nice stuff for people, and so he was part of this already nice neighborhood things. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I have toured all over nationally, and I will tell you, state troopers are everywhere. They will fuck you up. And here's the thing. When I had a flat tire, no state trooper stopped by, but two drove by. So I was like, I see what's up here. So this song's just about doing the right thing. It's about doing good things, especially when you have power. If you're in a position of power, make sure that you help others, especially those who are voiceless. Cool. Cool. I didn't tune my guitar, so we're about to find out how fucking out of tune I am. When I got the whole string section up here, that's good. Oh, I can tell by the way you speak to people, nobody's ever loved you without recklessness and evil. The American dream. A used car scheming. You don't love your neighbors, just money and carburetors. Oh, I can tell by the way he uses humor deflecting friction, a sweet shadow of a man who only has his daughter. I know that settled smoke. The look of these afflictions and what we paid for what we lost from all of our addiction.
Oh, I can tell by the way you swear that you're not racist. The best years of your life were spent on homecoming stages. I can tell by the way you speak to people. Nobody's ever loved you without recklessness and evil. Nobody's ever loved you without recklessness and evil. Recklessness and evil.
Thank you so much, you guys. I thoroughly appreciate it. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Van. Thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you, Kaidyn. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Jim and Sam, Natural Satellite. Thank you guys for coming out. I have some merchandise. Everyone has merchandise, so please support, especially those who are on the road. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Be safe. Thank you.